It's no more as not then no more every day no. You say 11. I can't almost be emphasis I can't almost be 1 month and just around 1 month. Only 1 week.
Continuous position.
Because 7 and 12 sumu.
We say Jelium class so about betting apade.
Oh, there will be a jelly I don't even pardon. Almost say Lord is almost say that channel. And this almost show good conduct. In Jobia was more than 2 years. And they said Muntia and then another man of pardon. So no president. Oh no, Omucha, the man or so, yeah. There's no just 6 months. But it's not good them kakra. About them for. What them? Exactly. We are ex-convict. Like that. As I said. So with them kakra. And then by Monday, you say jelly or more. By Monday, you say jelly.
And you. It's a jelly. For the fridge. And
you see,
the statue Westler office.
Exactly.
Not more office.
It's a crossboard.
Update.
Politan on the Seni. On my fan, we rule in the crime no be added in the echo.
4 years,
it's not just about the food. See, when I said the show, catch yourself. Oh, sorry, Papa, 2000 and a chassis. The year 2000 and a chassis. 2008 ABC. 2016 ABC. One thing I don't like about change of government is idea.
Exactly the
point I'm making. Since 2000, and 2016, about the same. And people support us from yes, I didn't. Almost busted property home by. Almost for baby. I don't say property home by. I saw catch in 2016. Exactly. And I'm expecting at this time, Mahama has shown leadership. Conduct. I want Akua. When I still your president. And found also no me idea. No, so me mean this. I of course. But so you trauma idea. It's many what you say when I'm your president. Who are your president?
No, your president.
It is and found same confirm me say no me in confirm so.
When you say police for
and deal with them.
I am reluctant kakra because of saving adwuma. One in Sibini video be about buy. But
Mahama said that we should go and deal with them. So why don't you deal with them? Mama say
people one cuz answer na e beto abanu kwa o so obi oba e be
say now we have the agenda. I will show a video of a Wenchia boys almost police no police for car you mu die che e ko track him. I mean how
a police no kita
o dane
me say we be see you
na say dey kwa yesa na say
police ni kuta tu e dane ko tra ne pick up mu e dane
eto ne kita wo ye de
aden Adeng.
Eto ne kita wo ye de.
Yeah.
Kata imu sa me mbe na. So Daily Guide, ne Ghana's favorite newspaper. And so boys are IGP dey abetu dia say ya chi omo no mfoni ana ye twa dia be no say police arrest 8 over metro mass vandalism. And so metro mass omo so call
baby
toilet so himfa to boot na ye adwuma nkan nso ombe call then ho asem and stop blame.
It's very sad, very sad.
NPP and so Dr. Mahmoud ba me o two frank card ma NPP amenyoko no wo che say yenja blame game ne say we na anye we na mbo ne brain ne we na ye say yenja sad ye nkugode na ba yenkwasena se na afi yenhyehyɛ enwoma baby ai sinto no ba ye no yenhye mukena na enwoma entumi enkoyie enfamante ne party supporters no and all kasansem no e de achero mu NDC tax on rampage Ben looting ayasama yangu so ayeka no and a guide character no so abon amane no Mahama names transition team John Dramani Mahama wato abama no so ombama yo mampani o man modern transition team no edinu aba beto abonti na kata abon amane wonya character na obehu hwan din na ewom hwan din na enimu character yi ebekire CBG resumes foreign currency trade and so enwa asem ewo Daily Guide enimu anope na Drome Kwabenya vote coalition suspended amidst violence irregularities and so enwasam ewa sekua woni
and some the same say nyina repeating ho na o me ame ani bi Dr. Ba o me ame tian we ye ne mra party folk on fee and one some ha and vandalism ya ekoso ya so mebuno no na ho mo so kro mo nyin ni o wuti we se bi kra wo yire no ne ma
me bia na so fridge na ne ba hye ne chi o penimu ma me penimu a ba se be obe 50 years 45 50 no so fridge kakraka na ne ba no de ko du twa na ko
so so ka ya na so so ko fa sam dia
we ya fa
na we no wa wi ana we wi because sade na nya wo dia
onim say on so on ko twa blog akoton nsuo ti se
abusuafo
yo be je free man no mu ya zumi pra wo nya hwe
ai wo hwa
fa wo dia sesia
transition team na mampani da de ne dia ba mampani a wo koyi nso de ne dia ba ma ye no pe kwa kan ho asem e wo no so co-chairman era Julius Debra for the NDC team and NPP the NSO cry anti-frema frema pare ni penny be keke
former chief of staff any current chief of staff yeah
attorney general wom for the NPP foreign minister Yokobotwe wom nipa no mo yam say 11 and at the other side NDC the NSO yam say 10 fifi kwete wom general chairman Esedu Nketia wom nipa ne doso
mo di drusu
onge me huni di me policy no
Hana Tete rather Hana Tete yeah Hana Tete
enti so be your first meeting ne nko ya ne no ma abase dia president ya nko ya no nka wa se no ne koshia na afane nyina wo nti mpe kwan dia de sa basabasa ya ekoso ihu nkomodi ebeko na asotef amu se nti nyefe asotef wo bro no so nti nyefe Musa no da be ne enkomra sa metwa emfasi kanfa carpet MSS so na enipa nko yusu
ne enye kra
entendi si benti ayensa asrote
dia wo fa dia kodidi wo che ya omuba wo ye wo fa kodidi asrote na wo se ne no
transition team na mo kwa mo ntia sese aban we na wo kon mo mfa sumase enko shine dozi bia abana wo ban behan jomonti asesa and I'm expecting that no mukoshia the NDC team na mum will raise this point forcefully because then again you in fact me who later BCC here say GIF for say auction cars jama from a talk cars and normally when it happens you better go for an talk cars
it is so toma o
munja say dey they should stop it I'm expecting say omo call a transition team and Julius Debra and his team, I said, don't get here. They've been there before. We make sure, say, we're not buying the back. Say the best, I should move on for the last minute. Because when they do that, you tie the hands of the incoming government. Any other part. Obiayebi. But the best say, the time has come for us to stop some of these things that we do. It's, MPP and then another. Especially, Sadia and the Momunyebi. But then again, on a lighter note, I'm just asking myself, what's in another? Oh, Kache say, you won't hand over power to John Mahami. I'll be hand over power to Germany. Ushara, then I'll be catching them.
No, now, Kwesi, no, now, Jidi.
On a lighter note, I am just thinking, so Ushana, then I'll be catching them.
Miami Kuro MP, cry to a baby.
Sometimes we have to be very careful. So we're winning the seats to move about it. Sometimes you can
somehow cause money or more money down and I see you not see be winning a share, be winning free. Muka be money free, nice idea. Here, Bejamoka and Katana, I'm Sasa. And see, birthdays were my main family and shall say, happy birthday, Emma. Lady Julia Boache and San, Lady Julia Boache and San Uko School, our Presbyterian Preparatory School. I walk before Asim. If you wanna now, Elder and Mrs. I wow for mum, Elder and Mrs. Daniel Boache and San, and one if ever, Elder and Mrs. Daniel Boache and San, and was saying for happy birthday, Emma Lady Julia Boache and San Uko School, our Presbyterian Preparatory School, before Asim. Baby girl. Happy birthday to you. Yankopon show na oma wunyini emeye penyi. Ba se ka obi wana. Kwesi, woni birthday bia.
Birthday.
Kwesi na for no omu ni birthday doctor na omu.
Na so mi so no na nso so.
Shimaima yemamu nyina chima makwaba ebi obraso se yede Ghana tesen ebremo na ene aba ye koto ye hu nsunsuaso ene hu nkomodie ni nyina yemfa enko awie ye eguso a eka ho asem na baby ade ani kira no pay media coalition Ghana ansem trefo a ebo dawuro to nkra e wabato yi ho panyi a woda Ghana Journalists Association ano Albert Kwabnadwumfo aye nsemtrefo ihye mu de abo nsemtrefo aba so papa ewo ekwan a yenam so eto nkra ne oti studio mu ne oye reporter wona mabonten a wode amane ebo ni nyina fi field ho baaye no wama obia moni yo ene adwuma na ebinom baako na mienu bi efa opra ne atiti emu na nso ni nyina mu no eka adwuma no ehu bi oma obia ayiko wose akwanside bebre sisi na nso ni nyina mu no ya fam a yewie ye yente atenka boni bia ewo ba bia Albert Kwabnadwumfo GJ president ne nsem no bi enie.
The Media Coalition Ghana, comprising the Ghana Journalists Association (GJ), Ghana Independent Broadcasters Association (GIBA), private newspapers and online publishers, Online News Publishers Association of Ghana (PRIMPAG), and New Media Association of Ghana (NMAG), is excited to report that election processes have been generally peaceful despite some regrettable and avoidable challenges, including the loss of lives that occurred in some parts of the country. Our assessment is based on a report received from the election volunteers dispatched by the GJA in the 276 constituencies across the country under the National Media Coalition Center project and 7-member monitoring team also selected across the country. The media in our beloved country have once again largely demonstrated resilience and commitment to democratic principles and professionalism before, during, and after the elections. Indeed, the coverage of this year's elections has been one of the best in our election history. We saw improvement in the various aspects of field and studio reportage, despite some challenges faced. We wish to commend our election volunteers and all media practitioners for their professional coverage of the elections. The Media Coalition Ghana says Ayiko to you all for the great work done. There is no doubt that the Ghanaian media, really admired by our peers on the continent, have again showcased a vital role in promoting transparency, accountability, and civic discourse throughout the electoral process. Pre-election coverage. The media provided extensive coverage of the electoral processes, including candidate profiles, policy debates, and voter education programs. Election day reportage. Media practitioners worked hard to offer real-time updates on the casting, counting, and collation of votes. This helped to promote transparency and accountability. Post-election commentary and analysis. As the general public is now witnessing, the media is providing in-depth analysis of the election result, promoting deeper understanding of the electoral process and its outcomes. But the media also faced many challenges in the discharge of their duties. Safety concerns. Some reporters experienced some safety issues while reporting from the field, highlighting the need for increased security measures to protect media practitioners. Some of our colleagues were in areas where the shooting incidents occurred. Though we did not receive any report of physical attack, some journalists were traumatized because they were right at the places where the killings took place. But largely, I can say that there wasn't any major report of attack or assault on the media, which means we have really, really done well. Let's clap ourselves. This is commendable. This is very, very commendable. And I commend all of you for the yeoman's job. Access to information and collation centers. The media face challenges in accessing information from some electoral officials. This affirms the need for improved communication and transparency. We have reports from our volunteers who were prevented from entering constituency collation centers even though they had accreditation to access centers. Police and security. Largely, we always call on the police and we always condemn police for not attending to the safety and security of journalists. But today, we want to commend the Ghana Police Service, Dampare-led Ghana Police Service, and other security agencies for their work, which ensured that journalists who were on the field went about their work peacefully and freely. We applaud them for safeguarding and ensuring the safety of media practitioners and a generally peaceful election process. I go to our election security task force led by the Ghana Police Service IGP Dr. Akua Dampare. Collaboration with YESI. The Media Coalition Ghana commends the Electoral Commission for collaborating with the GJE to train journalists on credible election reporting and providing free accreditation to both local and foreign journalists. We were, however, unhappy about how the EC handled the accreditation for the coverage of proceedings at the National Collation Center. And we'll continue to stress on that we felt that it could have been handled better. And we always call on what we called engagement, consultation, extensive consultation. And I know once the EC had done that, we wouldn't have found ourselves where we are now. But largely, we commend them for a peaceful and a transparent process. Commendations and admonitions. The Media Coalition Ghana congratulates His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the President-elect, on his election to the highest office of the land once again. We also applaud the MPP presidential candidate, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, for demonstrating maturity and statesmanship in conceding defeat after calling former President Mahama to congratulate him even before the EC officially declared the result. This is indeed commendable.
Your remarkable efforts to enhance broadcast quality, which we've seen this year, media personnel visibility, like I said, and safety, and facilitate seamless coverage and maintaining an unwavering commitment to delivering accurate, balanced, and timely information throughout the election campaign, which has culminated into a successful presidential and parliamentary election from December 2nd till now, have been truly exemplary and historic. Your dedication has been crucial in ensuring safety, transparency, and informed voting, thereby upholding the integrity of our democratic process till date. We recognize that this achievement would also not have been possible, like my colleague said, without the invaluable support of the Electoral Commission of Ghana, who kept listening to us and we kept pushing when it was necessary for the media, the Ghana Police Service, the cooperation of the political parties, and the commitment of their dedicated supporters and partners also in the broadcast sector. The professionalism and dedication displayed by you all, journalists, reporters, editors, cameramen, and all staff across the media outlets, nationwide have been instrumental in educating the electorate and giving us the success we have today. Well done. Your ability to report fairly, responsibly, and with integrity in real time has further strengthened the democratic values we hold dear. Very little misinformation and disinformation. As we look to the future, we must remember that it's not over. For us, it is not finished. We have critical media issues that still remain, including our broadcasting bill, which is still hanging, the digital terrestrial television policy issues with the MOC is still unfinished, content regulation discussions, taxation challenges, especially facing the free-to-air broadcast sector, and more issues. Addressing these issues is essential to fostering a sustainable and free media environment that supports our nation into the future. While we congratulate the President-elect, Vice President-elect, incoming ministers, and parliamentarians on their electoral success, we eagerly anticipate collaborative efforts to tackle these pressing matters that I've mentioned eagerly. Together with you, we can amplify the voices of Ghanaians and translate their aspirations into actionable policies that will further advance our beautiful democracy for the benefit of all. A heartfelt thank you to our media coalition partners for a job well done. The coalition is here to stay, and at GEBA, we look forward to a consistent and stronger advocacy for the media in Ghana through our coalition.
For way a Ghana Journalists Association, some truthful Kukasi or Ghana, a Mudram Teni, Albert, Kwabnedrum for, or no, and a Asia Central for Nura, our Bomidiano, Abaso Papa, a quine a fast, so at the Atonka, about 2 bremu, about 2 nechi, and a home seminar. My baby or why, over an media, Nibi Uncle Cano Cre, now Kofabu Fuaba. Basabasaya, I cause with the Jensam Trophy, the Abanemo parties are hold on, and I NDC for ya omodin kunimno omo anije amroso ena momo ye de omo eye no nimom semtrofo de omo abom homode papa no ena GJ president abo semtrofo nyina baso ye begina no ne so na ye de Ghana tisen no asi ye sorry na ye de health and lifestyle beton so me de Akua Asieduaa me da mo nyina asema mo ache me mamomo ne hwe.
Oyerepa TV, Oyerepa TV, the station that makes me feel so happy. Hey, Oyerepa.
Mom, let's buy items with Obasima logo.
Where and how did you know Obasima logo?
I watched it on TV. The Obasima logo represents foods that contain 18 essential vitamins.
Nti edidie hu komode na hu say ye twa mana tonkwan mu pepepepepepepe. Good morning gentlemen.
Good morning.
Yeda mo ase se ene mo ba be kyerɛkyerɛ ye. Ye ni age sem oba ye show yi so. Ye ka complementary feeding ye de me sha sem free catch so. And now when you John, Mama John answer. Hold your breath. Sorry for that. Wadojo kakra, facha me.
Okay. Okay. I can say complimentary feeding. Last week in Senegal, I can say breastfeeding. I can say breastfeeding here mandatory. Say enka ubia be mane banu nufa be sisi ubenya 6 months.
Okay.
And we exclusive. We are exclusive. To 6 months. But after 6 months, I say we be jai. But ubeti mi so de nduane bi aye den aka ho ama uba no nti na eti we no kra ni ni complementary nti no as a complement eduane na we dey man that is no function no complement no nti nduane bi a ensure that munya din bebre and even because I conquer one nti no you will how can you prepare san nduane na the man kra say na be ya from that after 6 months ekono nti akra bi a be from 0 to 2 years no e hona I say ni ko no ho pa because ni ni beto appeal say be within that space no e hona bibia eden because nti from 6 months no function no betimi ayesa development no edwuma nyina but after that no wo hia aduane bia emu eden kakra na say nnuane no bia akora no behia more aka breastfeeding na wo dey ma ubane dada no.
Okay. Any ka kire ane ben ena yebetime de a complement nufusuo no.
Good. So the crack nuano de ho ansa no maba nuane no so a on say complement na ngasa ye brofo kasa sene ano kan na da bi obi busa me anam de ko bible mu on say bra nyankopon ka se o ye Hawa na yere de ama Adam no nyankopon de sa brofo na ye aduma I'm making a compliment for you ti o yo boafo ne seso boafo enti ade ba ku ntimi compliment ne ho enti na me ka say nufusuo no de man dada say fa bi foforo be ka ho aduane foforo be ka nufusuo no na ne mie no be bia boa ne yonko enti for some reasons obabi of her e be 6 months no still no on 5 fie nuane no their family food so then can nufusuo no and when complementary feeding still oh yes exclusive breastfeeding and obi so we be di bosumi nsia no na o twa no o twa kra no for o man nufusuo bio na o di fie nuane nko an na and also any complementary feeding and also oh yeah family foods and she said what the fie nuane be kan nufusuo no ni mie no no ka mo ma any complementary feeding na abe me kan nuane no ho asema said I no work am nufusuo ne bedu 6 months na abofra no nko an no so ma na eno nko so.
Okay. And you say would it be a kahon?
And I was would be eno nko enti me sabe no nyini okona ni enti I was say adi nuane bi ka ho ma eti me boa na the nutrients a wo hia no ne nsa eti mi aka empepi de enu ama amode sha say ye koko le koko na mta de ma mo fra dribusu mi nsia na sa koko no eye isan say salt and so ye easy to come by and channel any preparation emre na so the eye can say so prepare abrabia o se na ni nra ye nya wa aduane mu bia bebo nipadua no de say after friend 4-star diet and the nra na ye de ya chemu 9 ye staples they do ofie no carbohydrates no ye protein and vegetables and fruits e was say nnuane ko na ni nyina e bi wa aduane and na bitimi aboa akola no na the time when you man say obeye kuku no dey si kira tum no dey pan waka no dey ama abofra no and one star no dey na carbohydrates kuku no dey si kira tum no dey pan waka and no ni nyina
le onye kakra gu mo milk gu mai
na on say milk no so ya milk ayi ni me pese e bobo brand bi ani and no mo friend ni mfie bi en fa ma omo
enti mfie ben
mfie mi enu ko and ya disam
obo on man ba no within 6 months and was starting man aduane odi bi gun
yeah normal milk bi omo de milk foforo on so omo formula feeds na milk no from by normal milk ayi
ebi you so no no de egu kokomo no de feeding ba
no de enya ma won and as you know so milk foforo so say ma won ye skimmed milk de ya twe esi kire wom ne na yi bebre afima yesu di a yi bi anim no eno so yemfa mama frabra ho ni fie no ni nyina yemfa monti akra aduane ye no enye se ma se ye aduane ama akra no da bi ye wo neema bi e wo sa wo ka boma ne be ma akra na nya ho de ade ba akra ma no monta nya mama frɛ how on pie fruit yemfa ma ho
ende Ghana ha me hwe dem bi o share that man be fruit no what the fruit today they have can better kakwa bobo so na be eto yi
and to da bi nso kra na be man fruit a kwadi ya fabet me say ni ehwa no ho ne de ahye ne nsa so great afro
na nkabuo wo eno ano no
ntimi nko ba bia na oye sabre na wo se ma hye fruit no nti say ya kwadu anu amiamia so oye na eti say nso na wo tete man say bofra why in sa fruit be a demand that time no also in a liquid form or mashed ye bibia wa poto say na be bitimi amene easy na ye so okay kan nua ni bom sa bofra ni dia no de kanu fusuo no ho na ho de no
Ghana ha come say die hu e de man kwada aketo ampa eye
good die hu ye isan say eye soft de man no and I never baby so said the one in kwan ye na yoyo any saa niam no on say green na body pedua pa o na so say mofra no ni mfie mienu na sa afie kompa bibi ti say meko bibi ti say spices bibi say niam na o hye mfa ma mofra nja bofra ko start the 6 months to le bian
adameko no
e wo so ko nenim kakra
e be na no aye ya dodo
na sa bre no ne yem no afi na agi aduane foforo nti ne digestion ne niam bibre no ensisi so papa the bra wo nyine ko na nimi wura 7-8 months no na no kra introduce no kakra ma no ekosi 12 no de na afi ya de ama na so dey 7 months a wo man dey ho spices bi wo kakra hyehyehye wo ya de niam bi ano hyehyehye sa bra na nya momofra na so say nka ye die ho ya ni mremre eni ya yoyo nkwan no na etimako ne niam na ma so a eno so ya duane ya pa mamofra obetimi ni
wonderful. You didn't come off complimentary feeding. I am a frau, my dianima. See, I saw a diamo, and you fusun and qua. Na Yahuno and Miania. I was saying, man, but oh, I check it, ni pay. Anyway, fool, question about me. Say, I check any pay. You bet me. Oh, and a fool. Fool, jollof for sending a caca home. And your man quadan.
Otimidi. Yes, family food.
Okay.
Then we did in fear of friend diso. 6 months, 7 months, 8 months. I been for more. Send me an den no. You entire recommend it. The person the answer I feel now be more before. Yes. Aduane awa metono maami buchi aso ya na wuchiri ahunti abofra no so oni aduane bia tumisi ho de wiase no afi na wo de aduane pafie aduane maami nti ye introduce no kaka gradually na o ye no progressively kaka na eko and now o man aduane ano amani fufuo de bi kro obefi na bi obepuni nyina aba na so so man nuane emu oha o man yina o ye no kaka afi o nyini koboso me nwotwe enku edudu mienu ebenu busumi dunum ko dun wotwen de na wunua ne a odi ne fie nyina kakaka watimi de amana no no so agye no boko
here sepa catchery ena we ya no we dietitian we nutrition officer yanko John odi bi beso so ne challenges and recommendations e wo complementary feeding ho
so basically no ya na say even pose call health facilities project we no ya ko education ya de wo health facilities. The corona, Bocono, no, mo say, maybe me started some manage and undi. That question they be we get a lot say Akua woman undi.
Oh yes. Obesano so pejana to me san na ko wiem go so dey yara for the aduane boya about say ne to kwa bia dey na no kwa na no
yeah, and
garbage out. Another one is what you be gumti.
I do the said that more dear, but you were a quite over so. Yeah, me penny cram metehano. A dandy or mindi. Mindi bankum in the sun, preference. Because Akua son won't mean back and chess and many years. Into a woman, I can't be she and a to Abby won't be allergic to there are a lot of reasons. Mundi say this a woman and now even post how our day man ebi mo ha ma say akwa na bia wetimi atena se wetimi asenti onya bia no dia man say awon an kwesa nkodi ana say bibisa ebi ho ha okra wo de be man no kra e ma no akra ni di wo wuchi no owo dada e bia penifo like I say maybe a family ni didi no na planeti wana say bia nkra be didi na ote wona e bia we di ahye ono no hwe no ni na eboa no ma ono so enya eni gie bi di eduane na wo be ka say e be eduane be wo be ka say maame no be ka say me the man no ndi but e bia Mr. K the man na obedi because onim ha wa obeye akora no obedi ade eno no ye challenge ba kwa yana ye ko places na yenya and I feel so because akwa ni bi o ha or the bottle na efidi ne ba the bottle no nke ye de man no but the hygienic condition of the bottle
ni bottle ni
ondini intino yana my recommend it say bottle be sa no say a bigger challenge
yen fa ensan na de he
think be nya nka wo de nya time ma akora na nka de famano what me do etitimano at a younger age need with me titima because I feel na ebia on ko be exercise na gam na ya de man mo
come cause of because em fi ensan tete mo na because to be to duane o to ni tintinka ye ne yi enam no ere ahye abahye mu animals kawuro chinchinga ne amena chinchinga no original one no ye no enam ho no a nam ko to maame bi wogura bomba la trends wo ba no crossa wo gina bomba la trends ta na yesi no o so wura ma kona bi gate le wo ye no kona bi zigzag bi no gina kona so to so free ho ba no wa fe misremu nka na ta so no wodwi ne to e kona to enu wodwi opie ya no fa so ayi no de bae so imagine say o be breastfeed akoda eneka you kind of feeling what no kran ke okay
that is a recommendation be say the man and say sa 45 foods na e bo ho the room
okay
and also would me do sa time na would this 45 e be obas man nuane bi e man na say akora ni dia one you was research actually say yeah research actually say akora from 6 months aircon almost started man sa bianu na omunyin no stanton ne sa no man answer da bianu wa man sa bianu ya na stanton
okay
stanton no the akora
abada ontimi nyiri ntem
me na ba me kakra so recommend challenges no ho say ba complementary feeding akora no o man nufusu nko abosumi nsia afi wo de aduane e be ma no challenge ba kwa ye wo ho a wo fo ntan nimpa ne say ya bobo so kakra mpo da but ye hwe niam nan bi ya ye hwe texture of the food aduane no say mra na say din ye hwe amount dodo say na wo so de ma abofra no afi ye hwe how often empen dodo say na wo say de ma and ye hwe variety se sa obese sa enuane no enti sa na ma nan aho how often amount texture and a variety eno no ya wo fo no bebre ya o muntimi mo enti empen se ma brother na so 6 months na ba koko on hia kase bia o 6 months no what the man just 2 to 3 tablespoons wow eno nko aye impo 8 to 9 months no ye hia just 250 ml sachet water uchemu mienu a koko na nso akra bi 6 na ye kwa koko no gu ade be se ne so ne hunu na
ya ko fre efiewura efiewura ni afre kwabra na obi a wo ko soldier training soldier training no ma mesom
very good and ya na awofo no tin ka say ye man wo so didi no ya odini ko weyi no odi white na nso ye pram of ran dodo awo hia no ye feed no over feed
tu be na kwa na etate
na tuna water onza o mo ya sa no odware no ada basic no na kwa ya
yes mo ni koko no so etime mu wo
say you wo akọ di wo ye no time
sa aburu say tam
ndi akwa fast feeding kra no mom ye one of the challenge back complementary feeding e wo say you hu say emre aduan na emra na e dey say man dey dodo afi na we introduce aduan no e na ya susu ne dodo ma amount ma e na often no akra bi kwa 1 to 2 times a day ba kukosi mienu so of course 7-8 months 2 to 3 or now increase frequency no kakra na oje na fe variety system na mama koko e kina wo say man bibi fufuro adeta man bibi fufuro koko kura yetimi sesa no o ka koko white na fanwo egu ani fafra o so asesa kala no akura hu a na waje obi omo ti sampanyimfo enam di aduane ba ko ba
kan ne udi ani nyina ya fata
very good category so wo ka akura koko na wo di bi fra wasesa texture no wasesa yina ma no kosia ya wutimi hu na dia fra koko a wo ka wasesa ma akola no variety nti say man kura na aduane a say ya e wo say hwe ne ma nyina eboa na akura na ho de na di
yede mo ase yede besia da say na ye enkomo no ayeden so emre no aso ye ni Owura John Amoa wo ye SBCC officer Alpha Communication Sun Health Foundation and a catcher ya obri yeboa nutrition officer stroke dietitian many thanks for coming yada mo ase nyankopon enhyiramo mesuro din di PSC la de change over ye move over ne cross over OPT agenda ina azuwa eno na eba ina deserve ye baraka ye gajamalolo apena me akatata nyi fijiam you wala don to pause yezozo to pause yemfa to pause pam senda tunde obrigado aisabu warisi because still fi all militant in the world Ghana mongode mochumi openo edamasi encantadios adios yebeshia
Tetrem every 13th, 14th and 15th December. Manso tetrem be ye bonfrete. Na Kwesi kwa babio. Watum for brim pofro neja. Some manso tetremu hine. Enfie mienu eni awosa hofa. Ne ultra modern recreational center kesia. Wasienso. Wadanedi. Eye 15th December. Be the man in action. Kin paluta be wosoho. Ne mrantia hine. The bistro unsu jirem. Gospel musician mama stansu be shake you ho. Any mebel ochre. Na nanom ni abrim popi. Domoni monyam be baby. 15th December. Edano. Manso tetrema ni be dania butu. Ya wo hine. Ani ya wo hine. Ye na Kwesi kwa woto sumienu. Wabie ye ni wa hine ho. Manso tetremo. Wa mebia wa ya ho. Na kai. Eye get free.
My new girl is coming over today and I have to give her a treat of my life. Hi. Hey. Approved. No more leakages.
on the elections. Nancy, so no maybe a coswa a problem, and then eventually I can want some another pay. Sana, the issue of a parliamentary seats be even here in Ashanti region, Akwa problematic, and also you can want some and they are pay. Meeting at the Kwesi Parker Wilson. Uko Facebook you were Oyerepa live on Facebook. Like your page, you know, for comment go the kind in Eddie Amau and the other page. So you be phone lines now. That you join a conversation with your thoughts. Now, Uko Adansia Sukwa. There are issues of KTM I say about one on Dintum. I'm sure by now you know. Say we'll lose the election about he's really challenging the electoral process. I say ballot boxes mienibu oha omudu Ghana yentino the election invalid. Then one interesting place during our coverage my colleague back home Florence call Alfano Southwest constituency and no ever man cancel just and drop a PM say and for this election. How true is this? I am also told say NP before say omune win election for no Southwest. Now I want to December Bracy. Florence is the woman who was on the ground. Now obeboye amaya tinsembia se. Dia pan the course for no Southwest. Enutine e de basa ye ne mentem ho ase nyina ebe mu. Then and again, why and then winning the parliamentary seat, you know. We'll get to talk about it this morning. Now, Florence, good morning.
Good morning, Papa.
Akoba, I appreciate you coming. Okay. Say, what is up here? Is this your first time working about elections?
Yes, please.
How was the experience?
Oh, make us say, if not the exchange of guns now, and a mammy sure kakanya sadia, and kasofa nenka.
Okay, you are. Yeah, no put down the camera, but it was a for my short video snibby. From the Southwest. Now, we'll get to understand. Enjoy your Florence or shed table be a say about you to never bow. We'll come there on the shed table national. You to or you to or shed table I say. A young reporter, our Oyerepa TV, and then I war Oyerepa. Our shed table I say about you to near the other. Was a honor channel. Obisu na se ye bunu mu ase wo kire ho no sana kwakwaye na yenhwe I think that there are sounds videos ne bia yenche sounds ne wi ye ya ye beba na ba be ti ne ye kokoso tumbacho yenche eto na tututu no eti ebusia for ahaye Afano Southwest constituency. Na Afano Southwest constituency, for those of you who know the area, no, a whole Mankanso. I mean, Mankanso and important. That is Afano Southwest. Florence and one of the videos in about yeshe near cost. But we want to understand there were issues. Constituency in Hong Kong. KTM on also, which is a Dansiasco constituency. So there were issues. We'll talk about that. But Florence, Nedikan. Dear pan is CNT a map Basabasa C Afano Southwest. In fact, the Hina Namo was it Mankanso and as I Namo?
Yeah. Mankanso Mumna Hona Assembly Hall and I issue no issue.
Okay, did then CNT a map Basabasa in the buy?
Okay, before that in the night, many some media guys NDC parliamentary candidate in office Mankanso. And see yet say hey say the coho na yakwa what's going on then. And no mom na you're finding out say car be the fake ballot boss assembly hall. And see youth ne imagine say omo share at the property e waka nim. And no mom no hu say omo tamprint papers bi o ma NPP in favor of the NPP parliamentary.
That is an allegation and it's for next.
Yeah.
Okay, me too.
But it's not a bisu chum say omo di achwe na Peoples ni bi go a ye nyina ye hu peoples ni bi se ni nyina ye Elvis Dapa enko na ye de ya printed on and na ma youth ni bufu ye se omo mpene ma boss ni nwura assembly hall ni mo nkokoliti no mom na e mo mo start say de akasa na dede no mo start to bo back office wo e ma we please for a try some be calm me omo down na fi o ma share how a on be see the boss no everyone I say ebeye omo try ya omo ntimi an control enipa no
e crowd no mobile no
omo ntimi an control and then am so omo free for reinforcement e ma military men ne ba ho
okay
omo so omo buy no because they were not the density no omo marry one shoot say the be yanka omo so omo no be from
Kakabe. You want ma one shot the police for the soldier for
no soldiers for no mobile
and omo ma one shot say be ya e me be dwane yakọ omo dwane ye omo ndwane
Mankanso for money den papa
omo ndwane then omo ye
there was a guy called Bob Pinche military man back who say oye bema like or challenging this want to me shooting now Emma police no eto one shooting no pa na ojina ho but others na no mo nchen no e na dwane enti ma military for ni bufuye and I'm more die to any goom basa because na man cry so on your muscle to tobo back office or a paper for any be.
Oh, sorry, Jana Mbebno no to bo a police a soldier for.
Yeah, a muscle ne be cry a be so easy gun, a be so a gun or muscle.
I am a castle for.
Yeah,
maybe two.
A be two
almost trouble yes
soldiers for no as
I'm a warning shot and I saw almost two targeting the soldiers.
Soldiers for no starting my warning shot no. More than no more warning shot but civilians no start say so more throw stones ne guns ni be bomb so. That was also try say omo be defend omo ho. Ato ebowe kromo the crown no ansa no moto abo.
I see. In the process na be prior na say obi empra.
Yeah, be prior nipa 6.
Nipa 6 ni prior.
Yeah, ba ko kra ehwere ne nkwa.
Bako crashing nkwa.
Yeah.
Omo ye civilians and say omo ye asoja for.
No, that was the civilians.
Civilians no. Yeah. The Nipa 6 ni prior. And about with film.
Back with film.
I see. For you as a reporter, sa eto na ekoso na wo hin.
Okay, eto there was a time I'm more than a car no. Na me try say you better take video and the ekoso ne kakra. Ama ye reporting no. Nti ho na ehun say eto no ekoso gidigidi nti enyina ye pe hideout se ka ye be se bi mo kakra nti
mo fa na hideout no so mo amu na mo fa na hideout to mame na hideout na o shed table na se
was and no ye outside no cry when na ye go inside no
I see outside no hideout
na you out assembly hall mo odua bi si ho nti me cry me ko share edua na chi nti guy na eto no ka na chi no na ono no gina menim.
Oh really?
Yeah, ojina menim na otam boba bo military man ba konti. Bobani, I think say Bobani can military man no. Instead of target say no. Or so Bobana or 10 is all bad baby. I may wanna pepe baby ejina nana. Me say so no. I can't china me tina form.
Wow. Ijine e chono na ebe
Yeah, because guy now or not so Bobani nti e can military man nti na ono so target say no. San or 10 ya na it won can na chino.
No media na so ye.
No, civilian.
Or normal man
can for na bia.
I see. The for the
nti ono na me mete for mo ho na media ni ba ko be kan me ho na ya approach policeman ba ko ene ye de ye credential na chere say ye media then was ode ye chere military man say ye media and san ode ye wura assembly hall inside no ye wura ho na say oh empanyimfo ho nyina gu form obia da for immigration officers mo ba ho isi officials mo empanyimfo nyina obia hyehyɛ table obia pe baby a o protecting ho because na stones no much no much ba room the glasses ni bibra bobo ma say na ma bibra ho ntina so obia pe baby sha omumpra obia wo ho nti ma yeso ye ko pe baby tewu na wo ho ni bi so
na say what dey senke what dey nke ye office that ntina na omo hyehyɛ table ase dada because what they say na soja for boban right na soja for gina omo protect building
I say na soja for onu momo enimu ho na echire ho like omocha ho ni nyina ehia omocha some ho ni nyina ehia ebi o other side ebi o front ebi o back na omodo ni nyina so ye glasses nti obi wo ehwe na so woto a ebe wura inside ni straight na so obi under form na say petable na say no is in case ye we like military for need me control ma ebi get a shot nti no dodo na adwane ye pija mu kaka na say stones a good dem ho na nye enye ketwa kra
see eti isi mpeni for any journalist obi enu oprai
no they obi empra
I see eti no mo yes say na wie no the question is ballot papers mutimi kan why na nwini wo
okay ye ntimi ankan
ballot papers
ntimi ankan na ye twen say nkada Saturday evening no we are market be kan bet ye twen ya ye ntimi ankan next morning which is the Sunday morning and so mo ka say 10 on my time say nka 10 no come be kan but e buy no mo say because of the way incident na esi ye nti obia dwane ja pipes no ama omo nya pink sheet bia anye dey ehwe so enye enkan nti ama ntimi ankan e wo ho
it's you know is it the case say for no Southwest constituency me no ka say unique candidate we win election
okay enra na be so just say mi ora Sadiq Abubakar on ye NDC candidate no awini
wa win na dem man kan be oye dem win ye
okay enra na mitimi ne Sadiq Kasai my friend and then Kasai say why na elected now as the presidential parliamentary candidate and I ochiem ka say before answer na be free no na mo mpanyimfo no ka say unless say omo de beba regional abeka ho asem enti say de omo mma kwan ma obi nka say NPP na wene ya na say NDC na wene ye enti ochiem ka say me say omo ba regional no but omo ba na regional no say ansa na mo beka bi na unless omo so nya pink sheet no so omo da eno na omo regional chairman ni mum say
my original chairman
NDC
original chairman yeah Augustine na Kwesi
no Sadiq Chuma onu mum ka say ode and omo numbers ne ba omo numbers ne more than NPP for no obetimi de aye equality and e man de election say oye winner omo jubilate say ora Sadiq arenene ade
I see okay Florence ebedasi na no pay great job done, good work done. Why are there na we sure na yem hihye
of course that is true
na we sure
yeah
it true to know what was running through your mind then na kwa bi
so be a journey nti na esa me so me baby say gina say be am me get hate and nothing but na me sure me who be that me who because yeah to me who ni TV so they say I told be too many me who there. That was my first time.
Ntino etono car branch no wenim na how did you see the neck cost for what you
me to me that me na me so yeah na me say me person me coffee me person me chaso me nyebe na me coffee
o be say coffee that was I see but anyway Damiasi you did a great job Damiasi so Odwako na Odawa Dwasum once again thank you so much why it is a sign we for no Southwest that is the information there for you from our reporter Florence Ajenimboatin or the Amaya no you know many Florence baby any easy for the kasa na ya share what is the current situation but in the meantime you share KTM on constituency you call a year Adanse Asokwa constituency hono so in same be air coso you share videos ni be here na the Ashanti region easy boss no edin come
Uni abofu masa ntukana no den kai keti avesi boy papa ni nyan ko beko papa ni nyan blow beto moy papa ni nyan blow beto boy obi video uni abofu masa ntukana no den uni abofu masa ntukana no den kai keti avesi boy papa ni nyan ko beko papa ni nyan blow beto moy papa ni nyan blow beto boy obi video uni abofu masa ntukana no den
Right, let me say for it, you know, that is a year KT Hammond, the constituency, Adanse Asokwa constituency. We share video now. They're making the point say, Papa Ndja, the Buafu, on Tiasie. Now, you share two constituencies in Ashanti region. What is next? Is it that we have a candidate? Or is it that we don't have a candidate? Yene Mr. Nsia, everything come on, Mr. Nsia, EC, Ashanti region boss. You know, everything come on because this election, relatively, peaceful. About 20 days, the process was okay, but after about 20, and some adore so, both in a year. Ashanti region, part of Accra, Oko Savannah, Damango, for example, a month for a change to a year EC4 office, the same way Ayen Swano, Teddy. Unfortunately, Teddy lost, and this candidate Lucia. Lucia, the supporters for the year, and they say, already a year a jar to EC4 office in Ayen Swano. So, you see pocket of violence going on after this election. It will try and get into it. And this morning, the question we'll be asking is, what are the lessons we are learning from this year's election? Lessons, lessons being election, looking at the wave of change, Aka MPP4, especially on parliamentary candidates, Western region, for example, out of the 17 constituencies, you know, can say NDC, 15, NPP, 2 in the Western region. And sometimes I say, but for Ashanti region, like NPP elections, you know, more MPs like Omeka, because Ashanti region alone is giving them about 40. Ashanti region alone is giving the NPP about 40 parliamentary seats. Then again, Oko Upper East, Upper East 15 constituencies in NDC for Upper West 11 constituencies in NDC for Oko Volta region 18 constituencies in NDC for Oko Oti region 9 constituencies in NDC for Oko Northern region, out of the 18, no, NDC will be, I think 11 or 12. I think 12, one more 12 out of the 18 constituency. It, you know, it tells you the wave. In fact, a half. Almost I think 5. Bono, is it Bono East? Bono East, 12 or NDC for 11 out of the 12. Bono out of the 6. NDC for 5 out of the 6. So there is a wave of change that is hitting the NPP. And Oko Accra, Dominic Kabanyani Ablekuma Norton, so issues no adoso. Issues adoso. Dominic Kabanyani Junior say one tias here, Ablekuma North, a year a pure free say one tias here, Oba Ashanti Ujin KTM say one tias here. So these are some of the things that's going on across the country. Now, Yensanka, Mr. Insia, Yensakana, we'll get onto the line and speak to him. But do you have some of the violent scenes, you know? Yeah, but if we have some of the violent scenes, young Bobby, maybe almost she no man the young violent scenes maybe. Now, Mr. Kumaba, Andy will join us soon. Now, afe yade in common to us, but we'll still try and get Mr. Insia to speak to you on this matter. And to ensure some of the violence is in the person. Right, for that is some of the violent incident. Of course, now as we continue with the conversation, we'll bring you more of it. Because you share the lessons we have learned in this election, and some of the issues. Na misaka Mr. Nsia Mr. Nsia easy boss. Good morning.
Many Paka, good morning.
Me pacho na what is them sense here?
Paka, let me complain to you. I'm here. Don't father Roma. So that me.
Yeah, I'm here. Na Ashanti region. Ya to about woman no. Obeka say yenya a candidate and I say MP elect for all of them and I say there are still controversies.
Paka me that say. I'm in house na me tia e for say. Me take for the phone Ashanti region. There were 47 constituencies.
Right.
47. Nyamu 44. Na 3. Outstanding 3 na. There was your 44 cleared and 3 outstanding.
So 3 outstanding apart from Afano Southwest. Any dance Asieduaa, any Fabian na issue no.
Issue so what if I mean clear because somebody even what the almost declare but still no other one party no really concerned. The what the at the center they declared but there is some concern. That because battle council no can ya until what the I mean people say at the what police that the results or whatever paramedic candidate was declared. And later no almost really concerned. But that one is declared. I mean, can't but once the issue has been contested, I was about among for your aware. It has declared.
So is it the case of Bossano? We have a candidate now.
Oh, let me say at the center they declared say. But I'm not really concerned. They have reported the consent to Accra. I mean, well reported. There are certain things Obaka say or reporting mommy. Civil servant there, who say, one person beyond you refer to the appropriate report. The one the officer reported to me, then I'm also to report it to my field officers. You know, it's a make us see. My boy man said it was declared. That's what that one is. That statement is emphatic. But
so this is Obuasi there. Is it Obuasi or Obuasi East?
East Obuasi.
Obuasi East. Okay. My KTM constituency. Was say about one jintum because more easy for no. One yamu nyoma ye. Was say ballot boxes go ha motion my edukoye. And when na bana ya tono. One jintum. I don't know what briefing you have. Then they see ye. Dance Asieduaa.
Dance Asieduaa. Officially, I've not received anything indicating that KTM is not accepting the result. Yeah, the mania of material is say. Another KTM say, Yaira. The meter officially what's on my table. Later, another KTM on our by say, what do you the answer say we won't have box number account no. On ye results. And on ya many what do you know? Paka.
Yeah.
Paka, if you may catch say, you cannot love the game and laugh its limitations. What I say? You cannot laugh the game and laugh its limitations. As man I know, you can't be say, Emra or that may catch you say, that would take Gamasia. There are certain things that won't fuck with him out of Bobby at him. I know we have Wapayo. In the area now, I come to my Wapayo because why am I saying this? I catch you say, moment a better than not a pieces. Now, you're pizza. Adaka na aka hono enye bibia enye hu eti ya di adaka e bana outside the adaka le bituma ko electoral commission eti be shina o she because the moment the result is declared and you taking your pinches any other thing to me respectfully and for the sake of the community it's irrelevant because the DSC yan kwa adaka so we are going to fall on the seat na dia ma agent ni ye corporate. And that's the most important thing. So once the result is declared, it's counted and declared. The DIA and the office Viano, just for record, the result is the most important thing. It's a KTM, Anabu KTM. I say box number the officer, and the box also according to the officer. No, I don't know, but I'm going to pity the boy one in the will be fine. That's what they call. It's not a way officer. And the one the box number the officer, no, so we are sure say. And the possession said, you were results, you know. Arabuke Jama, the party no result no. NDC result no. You will be so at that no. Entino, you better be a result now. Many sources. Enti, Arabuke Jama say, that can go on a woman, you know, about conscious there. That one, he got the principle wrong. Your results were your pieces, you will be well. And the big man so I declare results. It's not
pink sheets na mo no. Mo declare no. Katie Hammond and a Lucy, is that it?
Oh, that will be some question now. You are not different to me.
No, I have pink sheets. No, I have pink sheets and better ones.
The election, the results at the Akua Asieduaa is a public known. If you are aware, they want to win here. You will be some pink sheets, you know, and every result is based on the pink sheets. I mean, I'm respectfully, every result is declared based on the pieces. And you be the pieces here and one case in a mill. And then it doesn't declare as Akua. And the result is known. And I make a case I was all need to you. All need to because and that can be Ira. That means that I mean you know the men can case among Kaya and I mean can you Kaya.
Okay.
I will case say and that can be Ira if you all need results into. And it's not Kadia. Then let's base argument on this.
On that. What? It's you know, you see, based on what you know. Say it's in Naka na Yerakana. It is neither here nor there, no. Because say, in fact, so per your explanation, no, Katie Hammond, only case.
I cannot conclude that.
No, because what them say, was saying that come you know Yera, and based on that, on Jim. But you have made the point to me this morning, sir. And that kind of are very irrelevant because you have the pink sheet and then I'm you say because 2 boxes are you know one job to that then only case.
And I make us a menka only case as a moha. Maybe you don't maybe we are whether you have case or not, you know, Kate Hammond knows better than I do. Is a seasoned lawyer, is a seasoned what do you call it? A member of parliament,
right?
Is a seasoned minister, cabinet minister. And the main team, whether it has a case or not, you know, is beyond me. As I say, my main card, they make me defend it as a public servant. That means they make me defend no. Then 20. Main card say only case and no case because that is not the judge. This one, I'm not a judge. I'm only a public servant who is explaining the situation to the public. And see, I will not say something that I think you be saying now. But I can't my bias and put that. You know, main card say only case. That's not beyond. That's not part of the conversation.
Okay.
As a message, you change a match amount for. You change a match for we are. Now amount for now formal conclusion.
Right.
Then you cannot say any day consider to assume and to assume. But to conclude, there okay on the case in there, and that's not part of the conversation we're having this morning.
Right. But has he officially written to you as the EC region boss on Kitino?
No, he wrote to my officer there and he copied me, so I have a copy on my cable.
You have a copy. Okay, it's that copy not see because of 2 boxes on about turning to.
Well, my sister some box the Ira
into. Okay, so that is the information. But so as far as the easy boss is concerned, only declare results in a way. That's fine. Now, you call a year Afano Southwest. Also, I say it is for no. The club wants some be winners. What is happening there? Afano Southwest.
Afano Southwest. Maybe that Arjuna Omuku coalition is no. Officer and friend say, "It's to my platform."
Yeah.
You officer also spend the coalition. Now, because also spending one idea class. Where can I light of crying? Light of crab, I want to light in the one, you know. We are better to come up with your PBR. And once I did Sunday, I send the assent, you know, Oma, anything say I suspended. Now, a charapa, but don't for me, a bit of no more time. You should agree on time. No Musha, and see, Omi and I did to move. Emma, I guess I'm Basabeno. And almost said, still I meant to want to know, Juma. And see, the Abane said, I do baby. But man, say you fight and run away. We'll live and fight another day. See, as I was saying, we have been able to go out. You know, say, okay, be now, or you know, a quadrant. See, on a mountain and Saumaniama, and baby, the moon fire, but more guy and Sana. The however, say, but what a Mancanso, Afano Southwest India. Officially, the parliamentary results declare.
Moon declare. So officially, we don't have any winner or Afano Southwest. I want you to make that clear to us.
No, yes, I'm saying you declare.
There is almost no. Also, a clear. Okay, declare. Let's get it clear.
But I say officially, Afano Southwest parliamentary election has not been declared because it has not been collected. It has not been declared.
It's in a more now more say you declare be say obi I read and me patch easy boss say Afano Southwest no you declare. Then be and I say is in to ensure say you be declare results no what next for the EC or Afano Southwest.
Also make catch say Afano Southwest omo egu college student to Kwesi into one college for 10 years na no they also hear say na aketi amoka de no wo ti be bobo the pieces na no ono no copy the other atanabo inter na party A party B party C obi also want a copy so who ni bia who ni every will be you can follow on that person it's like they don't allow us to do that and they say who ni dey ma you may that copy no so who can say who copy ni wa you can follow your neighbor no I did a copy you and your opponent whatever you want to effect now I copy into the mission say it's an sent ya say man yin na table no enye no yentu no iti ye can say officially no enye ti dey say ya bon kamanie you have communicated him to Accra the anabi anaya be ya denting as the day is too young dey bia nkama direct say ye enye no I mean because ye famra edman nye dia ye nka dia okay ye enye so o the share to come I mean we have taken that they take over the form what about we do go sit down and do it if they say we should be fair we should be fair the most important thing I also say Afano Southwest Airman Council the parliamentary candidate has not been declared.
Has not been declared. Now wait, maybe say we quickly now wrap it up now. Election Eko ya Shanti region mo EC officials me pacho so bia hwanka boni bia antobia.
Oh boni bia antobia in terms about police na memlan se di afejamu pa anka maybe I rehopa because it's a big carbon that one it may be justified. It may be justified. But the Dian Kosuna college 2+2+3+4
right.
Yes. Now and only the DCC and a bimuto rhythm.
Oh,
I'm telling you for a fact. Because it didn't answer Namanka.
Wow.
Yes. You see, if you walk up to now, yeah, na force na do makasa. The omutimi mai ni mu say mini na mini. The ebi mo so do traumatized. You see, idea at an appropriate time no. The ma on fortina abajuma na you try ka bosun bosun. The adjuma na emra now the money adjuma. Now best of far. If you are going to be punished because you are applying the rules. It's unfortunate. It's something that is very disturbing. You see, every time but one my officer is suffering. I'm also suffering. You know, it's a bad my blood to be worker, not the worker of constituency. And let me say, me want to me. If I can intelligent, yeah, come. They are winning, obedience winning. There's no contest about who has won and who has lost. Even the parties have also admitted. But fair than any their own brothers, who know me, I own a lot of India. Our own relatives.
Yeah.
And I mean, we are not strangers in this country. We are not foreigners. And the idea Juma will be 20 years to be the first election. We did it to him, and I mean, he lost interest in the job forever. They've
lost interest in the job. I see.
Yes, I mean, yes. I mean, Paka Uti now will be Uti consult. See what they are about Utima. Will you be interested in? I mean, not every can with some of these things.
Yeah.
And see, message was there. Yeah, and Pennyforty, a 15 year buffalo. What I say, I can't see the other may catch up. Yeah, some time, while Baku be winning. Yeah, Chim time, Baku winning, we are. Yeah, I'll go and support him. I don't know what you come. Yeah, the idea changed that. And they did this, I told Anaqua. You buy in top of forever. 81 day 10. Yeah, back. Another me catch up, say. Allow them to jubilate. Yesterday you were jubilating. Today, let also jubilate.
Yeah.
Next time, you also jubilate. Indeed, I know Nani nyame bono. Yakoba amana ba ko fon sere sta. I mean, it's against nature. Eye den ba ko be se le. E chere ba ko asere. Ndi so se na we genu. Wa ko mo ni say, we need to go. The next time the God also reward you. Me, I don't care who has won and who has not. But you take it easy. But you take it easy. And you feel, where can the next 2 months, the next 3 months,
of course.
Some who pray, you harm your brother, you kill your brother, you maim your brother, you destroy property. I mean, if you what does your conscience tell you? And see, I'm emotional this morning because maybe I said fine, I can't stand but a branch be already 25 years, 28, 30 years. No, yet more. What's so many of him? Now, of course, I have from anymore. As a regional director, I'm in pain. I'm very, very disturbed this morning. Who be telling me? Now, Master Mekano.
Yo, my.
Out.
Mr. Say, hold on, Obadasi. Now, say, Anna, you draw my attention. I didn't know this, but boy, I'm told to say, Alpha and not wrong. Alpha and no, that is Tepa. Moon declare, what is the situation? Some of the attention.
Tepa declare, Tepa also suffered the same thing like Mankanso, but Tepa, it was worse than Mankanso.
Oh, Tepa was worse than Mankanso.
Yes, Tepa was worse than Mankanso.
And then they see what Tepa.
Tepa, the MT say, and the album every minute say, and a panel, a Rihanna, a bone, no lumina. What I would only more about the media, a phone of a minimum, minimum. As you almost say, Tepa, if you have so, Betiacon, Tupon so, Mofran Junior, Eba, Bisi could be a floor, Ulma Krum. I know the place very well.
Okay.
Now, my boss will see a glass of my that place about 20 miles to Tepa. And he almost say, some of the box in my bar. I used to put that car at the box in the Babino. Box in my car wants to declare results now, almost that car movie. And how can you tell me for the fee? Bushia to be Tepa. And they are taking it's the only remark criminal. That don't know. I know this. Some of my box will feel Matepa. That's the capital, any coalition capital, and a coalition center. If that military has to come in. The Asuja Fona, a bad how and as a Mapamoma Sana, and not an intimidate and Yamana by Dutepa. Omudu Tepa now also acquire what you be. Another tension or brutal and see what yet. A few classes in a never be now I tell almost the time office and the Mugane. You have walked from the Mugane. That's what I told. And see Tepa, the 7 Lucas say, and Lucane, and this is and our constituency. You declare parliamentary, you declare presidential. The Tepa the enemy now in declare. The Tepa the Oka and the Anunkwana in declare enemy now, but Bankanso, a declare presidential, or what a declare presidential. The only about Tepa the enemy now Akemwa, a
I see, Mate. It's already a medal say. It's in our faith. You're faster than my Santamine and need the cooperation you got in this election.
Na Medicanda, Santamasi. By Ubia, Yada Family, about to call Jojo. Radio stations, the Catholic Budia. Now I had my queen Tiafo, my queen Bunaya. Ubia, boy, Papa, my bell. And a Palamudia, you cannot, I finish is more high. Your mind was Budiabo. You were disturbing us a lot, but many not one. See, Yaku. But they haven't said, now so that Bruce turn out. You need people to know from the book. From 64%, no, I feel they were from the only two members of that. And so, and actually, the Becca said, my man now, so I come on with you. The best senator, Yamaya, now the young Quachen Sidano, the Obania Maya, the same one, India. In that, I can be an Emetwaba. Men ka se betu ba party, men ka se betu ba party. E ye o sini responsibility. Ya ma ka betu. Ye ka yan ka se we nya we ye turn out. Se ni pa se ni betu aba. Di me se vi na de. Ya na ye nya o team aka me no. Na ye metu you should come and clear our conscience. Na yan tuna yan kan ti paka. E da wa na pay. Me say je bo say ndi be na ba emotional. Ti se dia bibi na be so me ya mun kan tene. Me pa mo ti be na.
Mate. I understand that sense. understandable. Yes.
That's it.
Yeah, medasi, Mr. Nsia, medasi. Now, of course, after showed Mefrel, medasi. Medasi pa. It was for Mr. Francis Osensia, Ashanti region, one and easy boss. You make us about Santimantema, the Jimenza of our Santimantem, Mr. Francis Osensia. Now, I say, then call for that traumatized because of a number of family. We can't also be done with him. We need a enyefe.
Or retiring.
Okay, sports. Yeah. It's true. So but you can't about the violence in the question and the lessons you have learned in this election. But I'm going to show videos. We are Mr. Kumaba, Kumawa, or Chad Amstead, Apia Minka University, and a Sinandi on which I do Kumase Secondary Technical School. It's not me, but I'm going to show videos with you. It's a very sad incident, and I'm actually lost for words because it's in Andy. Your show videos in the B. You was with TB. How do we deal with it?
Yema ya for watching no pay. Yema Ghana for nyina money yo. Say to about some dream. Mamudu and our home Brazil council fast to consider defeat. Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and also the victory message or the man, yes, said you see Kasai, Kamakamane, assurances of the Magana for going forward, and said the BCI Nema. Equadama, the engineer himself, and can say there are some general Quinani and Namso. Many man getting Kitty Ham, Ranty and Ya, Cosinka. And yet, one was say, "O man, no, me ticket, or KGT, and this is from Nantia say, Yabaya buy a ticket over. And yet, this is from Kwana, MPP for pencil, or shall say, it is I didn't be, see the public toilet, your test on so and so near Yamna Mejibi, 2 boots. Now, you drew home, Mamma Jessica, Monco, Yamna Mejibi, and yet this violent. But say, the Yakikan creed a broso. Now, Sunday, they see Tepacrad and I chance. Do baby and I say, or say, Tepa my hand and I do say, I can ramp him. Or fret on my own nation when he on some of 2 parties, you know. Then ya echo su krum hono. Then in your home. Now, a cat tepa the NHRWA. Brantia or free tepa woman yet tepa fool from a different constituency. NDC youth. No more a boy see tepa cronum. If free trip tepa so na ponte e wapa o the hospital no nursing train na bedi kutia ha no kumasokwa no so no kru na bonten wa ene tepa ne akosi ase abom kura bi 90 di moto na mabonten ye woni obi kuta phone hwe no wadwa hu se phone kita wa de hwe ye so a omo bo etuo mu kosoro aden de na si tepa aba no kro say lawyer no nim kra say na musa no catch us say hokra den dey no declaration kra
in two constituencies for the west and for the north.
And so when say the unfortunately tepa so now mo collation center no tepa secondary school assembly hall nti wo ma ko say wabo hall lugas ni adi nyina na yisi ni nyina nyina wo ma say no ballot boxes so ma bobi minimum so be ya na obode ababu ballot box ebubu ni minimum say tepade ni bi kura mpo.
I'm sure be say e won ya yen so ano e na ye another serious issue yen so ano
thing e na woni so sense na kasa no o kan enipa no to say the make tepade ahoho kura na e bedi sansi mu no and soldier for no be mu no na wo say omo apply on bro from the minimum force.
Of course.
It true my branch back
gradually we are losing a lot of lives.
As you to obey in asat memory then you make nye bisa man kan so dey a branch tu ko kan ni ono kra dey straight bullet.
Yeah.
Na ko ball no o be adi ni aba mu a ne maame mu e kana sem say on capacity bia ho. One ne maame ko to aba bi o mi nku fie no ni amase o mo hwe dey ko so woni. Ni aba so nko to anka amra. Umbidianka onkoto anka amra na say street bullet ko kana onu free min jugo no in case igranka exceptional but ni agwemu yiye de abroso
but President we still have laws in this country.
We still have laws.
Is still the president. IGP
yes.
That's war.
Yes.
What is it for the security police?
What me can de bia say o ka police for asem na sane ne tepade no police for no the guys went to the police station to warn them. Call fire service for Gigi, phones. They say, no ye empowered than the national security officers. The police station is see Kronum Finfi run about Tepa, Winim Tepa. And see a police for now sometimes we have police station, police in your once as I brand no or mashe smoke nose mask ashe show mo nim ni ade no mo na mo nti some of them krom kutu a powerful saying what the state security has nti you can imagine nti we police ni na mpo ho asema na so bre ho ase boko police ni no bre no ho asema ba mu an show bo ase de no abrante na na oni sojani ni kasa sojani ni kita phone ono abrante na nya kokodo sojani ne de Ghana edru no wa bo sojani phone to sojani na must have phone for the second time.
Na the Ghana forces almost issue statement there ba say abrante asoja for no omo tie sukuru There's a wow in the mobile, Mema 7. Wow, in the
maybe a bear. They are right.
They put up
sometimes, yeah, see with democracy, dear, and yet, so just some police for and but yen Sunni and Bino. A calls for the intervention of the military. Maybe I make us a young Ghana. Say, yes, soldier for. If free say, our man, a shall see a far soldier for. Ye cry no man, I didn't pass me home. Maybe I said, UN peacekeeping, no more coyer, Jumaba, Esco, some crofo. Ye do ye crum ha. Omo koye adwuma kwa ne yes aka ho asem say and na soldier for no omo ye ne mabro last 4 years no oka etechi man yakotutu amanipa ye mpene sa menyi ni say soldier ni de ye ne den so atem to no hwani anim na watutu abo no nye ni ti no na ko fi say na taade no awoman no hapam ahye no na tumi a okita no Ghana ni abrantie no huna Ghana ni ababa wa no huna ebeka bibi a kire na ma na hu say oh yenya na ya empower o mo say o mo nhwe na o mo nkwa ene ajapade ho ban nti ye hu no ide waba ha ide ne o ka bia na yentie na yenyai na yenya asomdwe but to say de ko na ni makopim say kan nga Ghana ni hu no soja ni a no suro pa say police ni kura na ye nsuro no a ye kwa akoto aba ye mfatu ye mfa hwe nti ubeko police station bi ma ye yi si adwuma for years tepa ba bia na sense say ono ndi minimum power do any yeah friends that was my first baby am din kan kwa kira de beti ako
okay
1997
okay
have one of one enti my yi si adwuma health for the one teacher for yes so call no polio immunization wa bibia ye bi population census my year sports this is soccer coach Jimin tepa minimum kura bia ase the entire district this is say one constituency minimum bia enti omo politics ne niema ewo mu dynamics e what tepa nyina I know
I see
enti sa niema ya esisi ne mia bebre niema esisi wono ye niema enye wo hwe wu ni anim sekan aba etu so aye den ene tumi no Ghana for akasa se NDC for na say omo meto amamu no so wo ye NDC ni a ne e wo so ye ne say wo fi so wo onim de bia wo se fata say wo mampani wo do betu ba bi no aye adwuma bia eno na bobo aho na ja so wo papa bia de wo mka no godfather hunu na no duru dwem no nka bi ma na adwuma bi wo ha ye mfa ma na kokko ye bi na say wo say wo de sekan ne atuo ne ma e bet because ene tumi ne wo bi ho ne aba bi wo di say na be dia wo say for I was say ye nyini even eya na binum kura kan say oh we mu ye bi nura nti say ye betena mu saade a we mu ye nura nti yen say be ye ne wan na be ye chena wan na be na de che when is it going to end
I see
nti yen hwe na
Mr. Kumaso and I'm happy you know establish that this is very cyclical because cyclical after every change of government we see and it started from 2000 after every 8 years looking at the electoral cycle no. The first time an MPP winning about BAM in 2000, that's where it started. 2008, a course. 2016, a course. 2024 is happening. So
it's getting worse.
If you look at the trend,
it's not just happening. It's getting worse.
Would you say, sir, we are in 2024? So if let's assume with the 8-year cycle,
a balance it.
So 2032. Is it going to still happen? Because if you look at the trend, you've got an 8-year cycle already from 2008, 2016, 2024, then 2024 to 2032. Is it going to happen? That's a question I'm asking Mr. Kumar. You better see no question. Right.
Now I mean, if I'm feeling say, so it's 2032. Say cycle will be changed. They just say it automatically presupposes MPP for bit my power.
Of course,
it's on power. Omun bit me stop cycle. Says at the end this point we are stop. Onanka expectation is 2016 is year, 2024 idiot. Omo very reasonable. No matter say oh, omo the year cry and you by omo intimi. It is the next government I will be taking over. Party I'll be taking over. When I'll be to me stop side way. Inti MPP for opposition say omo lose power. Should rethink about it. educate their members.
No betie.
Aha, I don't know they challenge no.
But NDCJ. They are not the big
yeah, but NDCJ 2x4 me nsem me come nsem plain and this impanyfo na cycle wo boys no they psych them from 2020 election. For 2020 election when enipa wu Techiman South na ablekumanom ne other incidents see you know. And this for board no say election was free and fair. And they were angry with how our election occurred.
Right.
And the same trauma walk around and say almost Supreme Court no the way it went. There is a woman who say election no is supposed to be in their own hands.
Yeah.
Do we share a few years with the free coalition? Every single constituency bia and this form run tenima Ekobo in Chenku.
That because some if a press conference around 12 midnight.
That's the point.
Before the election,
listen, let me tell you. Let me TV home. Before the election, they told their members say abano tu wiekura menko jina ho na hwe de ekobia. And almost I catch them say 2 years so a coalition no move follow up because they had certain
say be sir.
Now unim an example. ABSA, Ablekuma Central.
Right.
Do you know why? Omutimi declare 110 polling station results. Almost say NDC4, the remaining 141. And we declare 110. 31 akano. Almost 31 akano. You see polling officers no. Almost pink sheet in ku. MPP for pink sheet in ku. And NDC4 pink sheet in ku result kuta omo different and that is say omo yenya some omo the omo ye no ma omo some credence be say omo anya monitoring we are and can something of that sort can happen.
Yeah.
And me there I believe say kukuru jai can be jai me before ye be election I when it got to a stage me a proposal with several times nobody mind me but I'm say coalition na ye free party for better hono. They should stop. Electoral Commission, certain prepared this time. Now one can say party for say 2028 election. Party agent BNC ho. Oje o pink sheeter for party office. Monko hem coalition ho. MPP for je monko hem coalition ho. Easy for so je mo coalition ho. Easy for the right to announce. Easy for be announce so no invite party reps emomra. If people say any argument about it, bring yours. Yeah. Then compare and contrast.
But what are their discrepancies?
So set discrepancies or what? Discrepancies or what? I think any year say what actually happened. The other side up Mrase, the polling station, you know. Yeah, also would a Mrase would the pink sheet no be. And you can the discrepancies but we can go to the center and look at the pink sheet. You bet me up witnesses. You bet me nominate if I say ahemfo and answer penny form what opinion leaders or what community say. See about pink sheet, the pink sheet no to her. And I bet him the copy grammar opinion leader be or what community say G2 and the back critical na evidence you can bring your pink sheet and let us see. I think the who mo I tell you the omo ye fair few
but I'm saying the ACC because of the
automatically coalition center and on that transcending into 2016 he say MPP for buy you know omo be high actually and the other point is this appointment of people into institutions. Political parties should take a critical look at them. When you appoint a party member to an institution, you have to stop that person from becoming party communication member.
Exactly.
I was going to ask you that question. I don't have any problem with that. And any problem we about because Ghana Gas. They went there specifically for our point.
Also, yeah. But I am told that my people are Ghana Gas on Bejuma.
And they emphasize on that. And what was it? Because supposedly a state communication officer
of the party.
Sir, and was saying PRO of
for Ghana
Gas.
And is an institution be a spokesperson and I say PRO. Now some a party adjuma. Now but that TV so and I radio so now criticize it opposing member. No any power. What do you expect? And the party for no mean home.
It's power. So Obiba power. No, or point you or be into a government position. And so, communicator.
This is the point. There should be. You have to
limit the issue.
That's the point. That's the point. It's a party number power. That's a more communication team. One set up communication team separate from government machinery. No more omunya omajuma. Say a appropriate somebody omuka. Munchu omuka ye ma omu say yansu ye juma ye ni. On for one Juma say a formal work or we na omu communicate my party. No to omuka. No more into no wa uncle president me kwa pay Ghana Gas me kwa pay we me kwa pay we. And the one ko pay we no ye the communication. No ye well resourced that or your key. Ba o ko mano e bia institution bi say onye say adwuma no. Na ono a osan ye communication member e wo first government no osan ye party adwuma. When the power changes, automatically he becomes a target. It was institutions of Mukokono. These are the ramifications. So many of them are. Forestry Commission. Any idea? Communication for and I believe NDC for power they should think about it. Say the beya nimno 2028, 2032, 2036, 40. You don't repeat those things. And when the sounds so cry, it doesn't augur well for us as a country. Because look, we are a member of a government machinery. We are, so to speak, a public servant or a civil servant. Your man was our appointment now. We are public servant. You are there for everybody. Now, you are not there for your party. You are not there for your party. TV so any radio so but can't some party. When now can be na MPP lose you because when you say sometimes and you maybe one ma enkoye. Ewo adwuma bim. Now but na omo adwuma no PR now no you know about TV so. No your party no. No be defend it. Oh, and they should take a clue out. I believe say appointment no more no this time no. Almost separate party ejuma from that of Aban ejuma. There are more appointments so you are buying nipa. We are public servant. You are there for all Ghanaians. Almost everybody, MPPO, NDCO, CPPO, movement, whoever comes to your office now, you need to deal with the person fair and objective as a Ghanaian. Until a person say, but it's not ready to be defended. Yeah, Quebec, Akano. As a NDC for winning election, large majority, and as a after 6 months, Ubo say, who could some question cry yet to be mano. That is the point. Now, I said, I see for the FA. You
want to make a point, but some is a point. Now, say, make a intervention.
Let me say, come here, Sami Jemfi. Encourage them. Because I was here press conference. And all can say, Intel at home say NPP has activated their rigging machinery. Oma activity rigging machine in peace. If it's a brand new corner, supporters. And yet vigilant. Or say they should be calm but vigilant. Omuni bibi chita wa mkase monkoye basa basa. Mama woni ni achire na ye ba wo obi ni wa.
So the question I wanted to ask you is say
okay. Then na me dey can communication ni dey are okay. You have a problem. Oh say the party no e wo men kan so positions are. Won wano ya wano di ntimi kasam ya bi etia de wo wa ban mu ni ade no. Power no ba na ye didi bre ti se bia kwa akoma no right anti obetina kwa na oda so kucha say ni subanda than anti parties no crown say whom do they appoint to communicate for government There should be a difference between who communicates for government. We are Nana Akumia. Nana Akumia has been STC. Of course. What now? TV Sweden come off so many years. Why not? What is will be Aquatak and Nana Akumia? He speaks to issues. Asemno sanu odin kura utimi de ba fom ehwe obekama wo kura na wo ye na against no asem na wo kan de obeti enti ma ye nhwe obi na no ye a utimi aboa papon pa za brante no aboa papon akosi so in the background we journalist
of course
free from the time I know work Nana Kunadu afa I will free house edani be a wo mo be fa no be MPP Abua papa atena se ya communicate ya kire wa mawo atawa koma so da kwesi udi me busa ka se mi atawa koma so abua papa atena se ya kasa ma ebere bi abeti ni kasa bia na ya no ya ne ya mpia kasa tan.
Right, I think the EC, we are in the 21st century, we are in 2024. This is my view, and I don't know what you see on this. I think we have to, because police station there are pinches there. I was saying, Kekani in Abumo constituency, quality and sana ya announce it. Whilst the EC can easily transmit the police the result from the pinch from the police station
electronically
straight to the place. Because the end is fun. By the time we were done with this, about 5-6 hours into the after voting, no more. Why don't you do that as easy? But rather, you say quality or constituency. What do you think is a problem?
Okay, easy my reason.
Say then.
Easy say.
No, that has been the practice over the years.
Yes, easy say. Easy say. Omono dentia ombe yansana every figure be ombe now so no. Just the parties no. I agree. I accept say ampa afide you can go ahead.
But the police station they agree. And they sign there.
It's my catch you say.
Sign there.
It's my catch you say. And think the best approach. The best approach they say nka yisi nka nche political party say. Ye je pink sheet aye dia enye mo dia. Enye mo more responsibility somebody declare results. Say ye ba be declare. Ye hia mo say mo political parties no. Mo je tum say afidi ye declare. So wo issue a baby aye ade ya won't ase na wo pink sheet to defend yourself no. Bring it up. Mrs. say nka best I don't know, but political parties no feel say omo jai yisi nko yisi so the good news is that political parties no you yourself have been able to create a process for collecting your results.
Exactly.
I just say you bet me a year reconciliation with ease. And you who say going forward from 2028, I'm not too sure. Say yes, you should do this same. I mean, say my Friday man can't. Me say me this year can time say me there. Collation center there. We have a day means what that because problem and I think EC must stop political parties from going to collation center. They should only come to collation center with their reps for announcement of results. Say ye be announce ye figure ni uzu figure ni woni enya adwe no tell us baby a woni enya adwe let us see ne ye nya yon ko back ne ko we me say see the fortunate for us no ye see ye the quick seat no be ebo polling station ti enya the bo polling station wa community name kra community for
be why say
you obi a na be why obetimi ye betimi aye ho adwuma am say community for muntwantum phone so e fa critical obi am fa bra ye benya adanse for because it looks like the omo ye ehu one way one day ombe kwa shit you see officers easy officers so much anyahwe nipa na maker ombe kwa shit nipa no ombe kan nipa na say dem wahye om because the one see behave no ehu me say pa wo tepa they see secondary school na Kwesi me say tepa school for nkwara omo school for nkwara no mo fa e ma no kwa tell what's the meaning of this? What's the meaning of this?
How do we solve this matter? Because established say Asha since 2000.
The enema ni be free ne so say
before nice no
suban na e wo ye mu no you have to take a very bold decision on this matter. No, I think we have to take a very bold decision on this matter. The EC must take a very bold decision on this matter. As simple as that. No, can't you just say Galawi? Yeah, they pink sheet.
Yeah, quality. Bring it and come and challenge. What is all this?
But this cannot
0594 put their hands
their leg on his foot.
Yeah, solution. Only solution and fret. I'm saying this. It's ofra me pacho enya nyampia tobia ne attempt. Let's see how we can solve this matter. 0594-19409 0322497264. These are the numbers to call this morning. Nafe, yeah, share what's going to happen because hello. Yeah, hello, good morning.
I was in good morning.
I was in
what to say.
Yeah, madam, you're
Yo, I've been to me up to my toy book some view. Need a some of baby. And I do want a yes, and you made that one in my dream was I mean the and come from. I will mark out your because
okay.
I want be dear, my dear, yes,
yeah, there's a way about
it's some every day. Yeah, movie be
Mate.
What's the last year not can be so a quarter as a year 2020 a quarter and there might be a battery. According to we are in the
Mate. Madasi, I'm going to call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
What's your first and everything?
Ibrahim Salia, because every Cantamanso.
Right, it's you, Salia.
Now, the mission mechanic say, after the election, our vice president was back out of congratulating President Muhammad elect. I don't understand, say, you cannot accept the defeat, but why all this violence?
I just don't understand.
Why all this violence?
This.
Or what these people are doing? Are they thinking that people have equal men to do that? But we love Ghana. We should also think of Ghana. So
right.
You love Ghana. You didn't come out to do this thing.
Hello?
Yes.
But your first and everything.
Hello, I'm
right, it's you on the pay.
I saw the American say, NDC company phone. Almost with that at the catastrophe of in Crawford. I don't know the woman anymore. I saw the
Mate, Medasi. Naomi and a woman anymore. In fact, it's tarnishing the image of this country. Tarnishing the image of this country. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
About your first and everything. All right, Kojo Yetio.
Hello.
Kojo Yetio. About your next corner, so why? Hello, good morning. Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
About your first and everything.
Actually, the Mavis make a first
right, Mavis Yetio.
Mr. Aaron.
Oh, okay.
The issue is t-shirt, yeah, we become NDC for you, but on t-shirt, I don't want to go no much outside the snow. You can NDC in your
it could also be. Right, Mate. But I mean, for just 2 more calls, that mean wrap you up and not pay. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, about your first and everything.
Within the Asante, because every Kwesi.
Great, Asante to you.
Pacho, the American and say about one. You see, saying I have a jatum says 8 years and able to Nadia. Actually, has there. I think Tina. Yen say 8 years piano. Say NDC for 8 years. Not MPP for this serious car as serious from G. I'm not thinking no. You can say MP for one again. I didn't tell my yen say the emphasis you take it say 3 months. You the anybody can go greater cra. Now you greater cra for the. Now I'm for police for it to take over. I will buy you can say cra at the moment I greater cra for the Navy. You are near Ashanti region. Yeah, pay no so. Don't you think that no boy as severe with this mess now you come on?
I see. Well, that's an interesting suggestion though. But thank you so much. Thank you. Mami for last call na for you wrap up another pay. Hello, good morning. Hello? Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
But your voice na fefe.
The pastor me kase tu ba.
Great, kwa you.
Me pastor dia ma we nyina. Se wo yo hene a, this pastor wo your politics. The pastor me. Na yo hene na se wo di wani ba ko ma fo. Side way e na wo kwa. Yes na se ya ta wo. It's the best to say. Eya mu ma yai ta ye pedi fo no. Na abai asumye ni na ye pe. Ye wa pe ye ga na ki ani ye pe eba. But enya ko de so fa mi ko so fa ye ko ke ye ga na ya tra sa de. Me je ye ko no. Ye ga na ki ku tro ko ye. Oh, ko de ye me sre. Se me sre. Ebi omode agodu no. E mo bo to asu bi. E pe mo wa.
Mate.
Ye ga na ye na ye nkambo.
Mate. Medasi. Yedbesia. Sinandi, your final words na yawa.
Oh, ye besre. Penifo, mse krubi asa ni ekosu nyina penifo ho. Party su on penifo ho. Nti omo hwe na omo ne omo mebunu no enkasa na omo nyai. Tumi na bedi mo nsem awie. Baby, I was a factor say, man, penny, what do beshen, what do beshen. We want more, I'm saying, how many certificate for one name say, I'm not. I say, I'm so much, they say, no, Tobu to know free honor, and so some more, as more opportunities in the SWAT. Cannot Tobu to know her. And they say, public toilet and so crass. Yeah, sometimes in now could didn't grow for, and they say, how we bring Yampa or China, Messoada from. Idi Kenya say him fee, Idi na Orchida. Enu Mary one de bompata heya na wotena etete me nkola brimu etena ne na ase ya brewa wakwa akoda wotena Kenya ase ahimfie adofo meta ya china enye abrewa na otweda no na enyefe aka Kenya ase aka kukufu aka menhia very good
right
shedding
Mzakuma
asem ndi na ne say NDC mpanyifo omomfa de ba ko nse omutim about na eto ye no enye NDC supporters nkwa na to ma omo floating voters to be ma omo na floating voters na
be vote crowd to be ma omo man ko
floating voters na omo to ma omo no nyese no mo expect this omo nima the same floating voters can change their hands with ease to omo susu nkwara no fo na omo nyai na meme say obi nka nche meme say empanyifo no ena omo amankwara na nyasa audacity na omo ye omo encouragement om dem omo munko gina police station munko gina coalition center munye say no na omo sa chance so omo ntu omo fu no omo nyai
Mate it was for Besia miracle and that pay but because they see ne nyai in try
ebo no nsia na ebetena se ya pem so bia no ko ne fa so je ni tubo wo na sometime I will to a champion any sports crew no na omode ye to aso e wo sports nkomodie mu na ye de dwuma ni nyina eba ewiye nyame ya dom no de ye nkwachen ya ekina ya wo ye besan ya ba abesom enuanu mienu a ebedi dwuma yi midin de Kwesi Asieduaa mini menu abema
Kwesi Parker Wilson and much na besan ba another edition of OBT. Have a good one.
Every nyame